All right, Jay Money is money. I'm coming right back to you. Before we hopped on, you said I'm only looking at the dogs. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. Jay Money said he's the dog catcher right now, so he went with the Pelicans plus the points. Why here? Why this spot against the white hot Clippers?
Yeah, if y'all ever seen Friday, man, I'm going like Uncle Willie over there, man. I'm only looking at the I'm only looking at the dogs right now, but Clippers. I mean, this team has been red hot. I do think that they got a little lucky versus the Atlanta Hawks. Obviously, the Hawks don't play a ton of defense, but they were supposed to drop that game, man. They did end up getting it done. I mean, I'll tell you right now, the Clippers look like they want to go to the NBA Finals. They look like they could be sneakily the top team in the West, but this is a horrible spot for somewhat of an older team. This is the first game back at the house after a 7-game road trip here, so always a fade spot here. Are they red hot? Yes, but are they going to win every game for the rest of the season? No. I like the Pelicans in this spot. Obviously, I do need Zion in this game. He's questionable. They've been listing him questionable every game. Some games he plays, some games he doesn't. But this is a spot play here for me on the Pelicans. I think this team can match up with the Pelicans here. This is a revenge spot as well. They did just lose 111-95 at the house on January 5th. And like I say, full squad out there. I really think the Pelicans can match up with these guys, man. This is a horrible spot to be laying points with the home team here. I know power rating wise, they have to make them a favorite, but if you look at the spot, like I am a spot better in the NBA. This is not a spot that I'm laying points with the team coming back home from a 7-game road trip here. So I will make a small play on the New Orleans Pelicans here, plus the 6.5. If you wait till game time, you might even get a +7 here. But I like the Pelicans to keep this game close, if not win this game outright.
AC, any thoughts? Because New Orleans has been a little bit of up and down. Brandon Ingram went crazy the other night, kept him afloat there. What do you think about the play?
I like it. I kind of like the Pelicans in the first half a little bit more. The Clippers are coming off a 7-game road trip, so they're coming back after basically 2 weeks. They're playing in Los Angeles, back home again. They're not comfortable. I mean, they went on the road and just tore up. Now they have to go home, and that type of energy, that type of momentum might be stunted a little bit in the first half. So I agree with Jay. I think it is a Pelicans first half full gameplay, but I think I trust the first half a little bit more, with caveats, right? Like you have to have a full squad going for New Orleans. If Zion isn't healthy or if Ingram's not out there, like that's gonna be a little shaky. But I agree with Jay. I'm never gonna go against my guy.
Yeah. I mean, I was actually looking at this play. This was my first one out. I was either going to go Pelicans with the points or the over that I am making official here in Sixers Warriors. The Clippers, every time I do think they're going to take a step back, like they haven't, and they've continued to show up. The Atlanta win, they should have lost. I was watching that game front to back. They closed really well. James Harden throwing shit off the glass for 4-point plays. Everything's going for the Clippers at the moment. I just feel like 6.5 against. I say this every time I mention New Orleans. They're they're top 10 D, top 11 D via the numbers, depending on what game frame, last 15 all season, whatever you want to put on it. But I still believe they're better than that on defense when they do lock in. Now, obviously, of course, keep your eye on the injury report, but 6.5 coming off a long road trip versus a familiar Western Conference opponent in a game that's going to have a lot of juice for New Orleans, especially. I think 6.5 is too many points. I agree with Jay across the board. I do like this spot. All
One
right,
last
AC.
thing, Sean. One
Yeah.
last thing, Sean. This is their 8th game in 13 days as well. For a bit of an older team, that shit starts to catch up with you, man. So I know it doesn't really seem like a lot, but 8 games in 13 days. These guys went to Toronto, Boston, Cleveland, Washington D.C., Detroit, Miami, Atlanta. They've been literally traveling all over the United States, and they're coming back from Atlanta, going to L.A. as well, flying over 3 time zones. Some tells me that the Clippers might run out of gas here, but I also agree with AC that it could be a first half and full game spot for the Pelicans here.
Yeah, AC, is that also why you were leading that first half? Just the amount of rigor the Clippers have been going through?
Yeah, it's just something that I've picked up, the last couple seasons. If you like a spot, especially fading a team that's been on the road, whether it's a, back to back on the road, whether they're coming back from a road trip. I like the first half. I think it's a little more predictable in my opinion, because the Clippers can get hot in the second half, right? With that great defense, they still have the talent there. So I don't know. I like the first half. I played 2 first halves tonight, went 2-0. Maybe I'm just feeling the first half right now.
Hey man, when you feeling it, you feeling it. And the New Orleans Pelicans, the number 2 team in the NBA in the first half against the number behind the Boston Celtics at 32-17-1 ATS. That's the New Orleans Pelicans in the first half this year. They come out ready to play. Let's see if they can catch the Clippers sleeping after a long road trip. Maybe they still got to, you know the deal, fellas. They got to go pick up the dry cleaning. They got to walk the dogs, as we've been saying. Go take care of business. Hopefully they can come out sleeping first half and full game.